All right, thank you so much for joining us on our 111th edition of Laugh Out Loud Ottawa, where Andrew and I are going to become movie stars.
Yeah.
At least that's the plan. I don't know.
I'm definitely landing a lead role here today, I'm telling you.
We're bringing Game of Thrones to Ottawa, and I'm going to be the lead character. I don't know. That's not going to happen.
They usually die pretty quick.
I'll die in a moment. Anyways, we're the podcast that talks to the people, places, events, and music of Ottawa that makes this city the incredible city that it is. And before we get to our very special guest, Alona Smith. Smythe.
Whoa.
There we go.
Like the road.
Yeah. We're starting off good. Why don't we check this out?
Hey there, folks. It's Trevor from the Noisy Locomotive here. First off, just wanted to thank you for tuning in. It's always appreciated. And also, I just wanted to let you know of a great festival that we're playing this Saturday at the Rainbow Bistro, put on by Garrett Bar. It's called Folk It All. It's going to be a great blend of folk bands, great evening of music. We're really excited to be a part of it. If you'd like to get some tickets, you can go on the Facebook page, just type Folk It All into Facebook, and you'll be able to find it. And you can ask for some tickets, or you can just send us a message if you'd like, and we can get you some tickets. You can visit our Bandcamp page if you'd like to check out our music. But yeah, we're trying to get as many people to the Rainbow on Saturday night as possible, and it's going to be just a wicked evening. I hope you can make it. Thanks, guys.
We're starting off good. Why don't we check this out? Thank you so much, Noisy Locomotive. So definitely check them out Saturday at the Rainbow. It's starting at 6 p.m. till about 2 a.m. The Folk It All Festival. So there's going to be a lot of your great folk acts from Ottawa, and it's going to be amazing music. If you are not watching the NCAA tournament that week, or your Senators who are making the run to the playoffs.
Are they ever making a tear, eh?
They are.
12-1-1 in the last 14, I just saw.
So that was Way I Go from their album Volume 1 and 2. So, of course, halfway through the interview, we'll stop and we're going to listen to one clip from Jen from Foodie Prince, who will be talking to us about the Taste of Hope benefit going for the Shepherds of Good Hope going on at the City Hall, and there will be a giveaway. They will be giving away tickets to Alden Brown, who's coming to Ottawa at the NAC. So that's going to be awesome. You're going to want to listen to that. But we're very excited today to be with Alona Smythe here at the Smythe Casting Studios on Cleopatra.
Yeah.
So thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
It's been a long time, but we waited, and I'm so excited.
Our website's still not finished, but
because you're in the business,
that's quite all right.
And any news on the website? Do we have?
Yeah, it's gonna hopefully be out by the end of the month.
Okay.
And it's gonna have so much free information. It's gonna be amazing.
It's going to be a large step up from the website.
Oh, it'll just, if you've ever thought about acting at any stage at any point, if you go here, it's just gonna be, a full load of information. We're going to give you templates of resumes. We're going to have video blogs from stunt coordinators, from second ADs, from wardrobe people, from Mike Myers stand-in and photo double, just explaining their sides of the industry and what everything means. Also film terminology, what I look for in headshots, what a lot of the casting directors in North America look for in headshots.
Cool.
Wow.
Just some of the top casting directors in North America. And
Wow.
meeting
Nice.
with them.
Your last 8 years, has that all been in Ottawa here? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I did 2 feature films in New Mexico, so we went there.
Oh,
and
cool.
cast out
We'll
of,
be talking
New
about that.
Mexico, which was fantastic. And then, I've gone to LA a couple times and just met with different peers in the industry, like Meg Lieberman or Nancy Klopper and people like that. I mean, Meg's the head casting director for CBS, so I met her at the studio there.
Oh, cool.
And then Nancy Kopler did the movie Ray Charles, so there's Hung Up Hurt or
the movie Ray or Ray?
Ray.
Ray.
About
Ray,
Ray Charles.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I met with her at her home in the Pacific Palisades,
and that's what
picked her
are
brain.
you going to aspire to go to work in the Palisades or?
No, I mean the thing is this is talent isn't necessarily geographical, and that's what's a wonderful thing about this. And as a casting director with technology and airplanes, I can work anywhere.
Yeah.
It's knowing your market and understanding what to look for. So it's not just about the people within the market, but having an idea of communicating with the director, getting inside their head about what they want, and then being able to bring that in the audition room or guide people, i.e. direct them into giving you what you need.
So
Awesome.
I guess before we get into more of what you do, we like to get to know a bit about you so people can connect, I guess, and understand, because they just hear Smythe Casting all the time. They want to get to know you.
Yeah.
So you're like, what keeps you in Ottawa? What are some of your favorite restaurants and that sort of thing?
I mean, my family keeps me here first and foremost.
Are you born and raised in Ottawa?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And my favorite restaurants, I love Gezeleg or Gaslight. I can't even say
Yeah.
it.
Well, nobody could,
Gezellig?
because it has the Dutch G. It's Gezellig.
Oh, there you
love it.
go.
I love it. I love absinthe. When we do go out to dinner, we go to, the nicer places like that. I love
Right
it.
on.
Yeah.
Any place around here? We're currently, like Nick said, off of Cleopatra, which is pretty much Hunt Club Maryville area.
We don't do many interviews around.
No,
here,
we don't. Is there any restaurants besides big box restaurants out here?
No, I mean, I usually just bring my lunch.
Yeah.
It's just convenient
Right
to
on.
home
Well,
and
yeah,
daycare.
'cause
Or any food trucks popping up around here? Have you noticed last
No.
summer?
I'm never outside.
Maybe
I'm
this.
always
I
in here
guess so. You're
working.
locked in your office
And,
working.
and I imagine she is eating while working and
Yeah, pretty
probably
much.
casting a
Yeah.
commercial or casting
It's usually
something
how it
at the
works.
same time.
I mean, sometimes we'll order Panera in for casting sessions because it's like the most healthy choice within this area.
Okay,
you
there we go.
Panera.
Panera.
There we
There
go.
you go.
I haven't been there yet, but I've
Me
heard
neither.
good things in the
There's
States.
nothing really fantastic right there.
So what drew you initially to the movie industry? What brought you to
Um,
now being one of the leaders of movies in Ottawa?
Well, I think I've always enjoyed movies, like most people have, I guess. But I also love reading, and I loved when I would read, I'd figure out who I would cast in this book as a kid. And I just never really put 2 and 2 together because you're always drawn to do, stereotypical jobs like nurse, doctor, lawyer, whatever it might be. And then I fell in love with it, and
then
opportunities arose, and I
Yeah.
So
How did
that
you get started? Like, what happened that led you
So I took
to
film
start
studies at Carleton University, and I
Okay.
ended up actually leaving that to pursue this. I started doing background casting, and then spoke with a few producers around here, explaining.
You
what
just
I could
went
do.
off on your own and you decided there's nobody else doing this?
Well, I worked for another company, but
Okay.
she wanted to pursue acting, so it was, quite a conflict of interest when, that's going on. So
Yeah.
I have no interest in being an actor, so it was very easy for me, and I loved it, and I had much more of a business mindset to it. I was able to turn it into something.
And so now you have the acronym CDC behind your name.
Yeah, so
How did you
casting
acquire-
director
yeah.
of Society of Canada, not the Center of Disease Control. As many people think that might be. So you have to have been casting as a casting director for a certain amount of years and have done numerous acting or ACTRA productions. So that's basically how I got in. I'm working on my CSA right now.
Okay.
That'll happen soon. Let's see.
How is that
Sweet.
going? Like, what do you
Good.
need
So
for
you
this?
need like 3 recommendation letters. I have 2 out of 3, and you need to have done. And I've done New Mexico twice now, so stuff that's
Okay.
specifically for the states, which is 98% of the stuff I do
Okay.
is like American based, right?
So they
Yeah.
don't look at your work and go, "That was a terrible cast. You should have had Andrew or Nick in
No.
that instead."
yet
No,
there.
that does not happen.
All right. So what exactly is Smythe Casting? How do people sign up?
So Smythe Casting, we do all the I mean, it depends. For many of the features, we'll do offers to like all the leads, and then we'll do the principal cast. Either I'll hold sessions in Toronto or Ottawa, or again, we'll just make offers for other roles. For a lot of the actor roles, we do sessions here, and then also we do all the background casting. So if you're in our database, you can sign up at smythecasting.com. Although the website's being redone, it's a little bit difficult right now. So maybe wait a month. It's $25 for the whole year. That's just for me to be able to pay someone to redo this because I'm, internet illiterate when it comes to building a website or a database. And we send out all our breakdowns, so all our principal cast breakdowns, all our background breakdowns to actors. So if you're self-represented and you don't have an agent, you're getting the exact same thing that's landing on an agent's desk. And then you go ahead and submit yourself. Now that we have this space, we're able to see way more people than before when it was out of production offices and on their dime. So, for instance, I had a Lifetime movie last week that I did casting for, and I saw over 250 people.
Wow.
Jeez.
Which usually you probably get about 40 in a day with a director in the room, but I was able to see way more.
250
before
people
that.
here.
Wow.
Do you pack up the streets here? Or
Yeah,
like,
I
is
don't
it
know.
just...
Well, they come in intervals. We schedule
Okay,
it
yeah.
but yeah.
So what's entitled in a session? You said they come in for a session.
So a casting session would be if agents and people submit, I look, because I put okay, I'll start at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I get a script, I break it down,
Okay.
each character, and I give a little character description. I then send that out to agents, which is the breakdown that agents, as well as people on the database get. From there, they read it, and whatever they feel they meet, they email to me with their photo and resume saying, I'm interested in this role, please consider me. I look over all the submissions and choose who I feel would be, right in that role, and then we bring them in an audition.
How many
Sweet.
roughly for each role?
On an director day, no more than 5 per role.
And what are the best, I guess you would go to the website in the future to find out the best ways to be accepted to work with you.
Yeah, I mean, the best way to get into sessions is if you do well, I do well. So having training behind you like you would in any other profession.
So that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
It's the training.
People, not just training. I mean, there's a natural ability to it. Some people have it. Some people can train forever and never get it.
Yeah.
But training and understanding the industry is also a huge part of it.
Cool. So you do background actors, and I have been a background actor. I think for 2 years I've been in about 15 things.
Yeah.
So I highly encourage this to anyone that thinks Ottawa's boring or you're bored at your job. It's the number one thing where you're walking down the street and you look at other people and you're like, how do I know you?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we've been in a movie or a TV show or a commercial.
Yeah.
So you just broaden your base of knowing people in Ottawa because the range could be, you could be spending a whole day with 8 people, or on the 27th of April, 500 people. So that's going to be a massive undertaking. But it's such an incredible time, and you've had it's so many great experiences.
Yeah. You get paid. You get $12 an hour as an extra to just hang out, meet new people.
Have some good food.
Yeah, and you get fed if you're there for 6 hours or more. Plus, you also get to meet people who are interested in the same things. And they might have good photographers or good classes or, whatever it might be. They're in the know.
That's pretty cool.
And there's people from all different ways of life. You have a lot of government workers that they'll book a day off of work because they get a lot of vacation days, and they'll use it to film a movie. And of course, the hours are pretty nuts
or
too.
Teachers come in and mark.
Okay.
You see they're doing their marking, or you have students
or
there,
mortgage brokers
reading.
doing business deals.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, there's got to be a ton of aspiring actors and actresses out there that obviously, work is pretty hard to come by, and it takes years to get there to be able to do that solely as your profession, right?
And I think a lot of it too is lack of understanding. Like, there's not Ottawa's a very theater-based town. That's a lot of what people learned in school was how to act in plays. They did not really get training for film and television specifically.
Gotcha.
So that's a very different type of training that you need for this specific industry. If you want to act in theater and stuff, it's kind of a different way. I mean, I love theater. I love both. But it's something you need to have under your belt.
Gotcha.
I hold a workshop once a year, which I didn't get to do last year, where it's just like the basics from a casting director's perspective. So